back, and this time I'm going to be playing a little game that I loved growing up, a little game called Darkwing Duck. Before I get into it, I'm going to go ahead and set things up on social media so that everything is sharing properly, and we'll be good to go. So give me just one moment. Okay, so, Darkwing Duck. Another show that, when it came on, I absolutely fell in love with. Also, that text goes by way too quick. I loved the show. I would watch it every afternoon when I was a little kid, that it would come on. And when this game came out, it was Christmas of 1992, and I remember being so excited when I got it that it was actually the first game that I played when we had the chance to open up our presents, and that was so exciting. So we're going into the bridge to take down Quackerjack. And Darkwing Duck is actually built on the same engine that they would later build Mega Man 5 on. So it's a little bit of an upgrade from previous Mega Man engines, and it's pretty apparent when you look at the gameplay. You move, you shoot, you get 3 shots. You know, the closer to the edge of the screen, the more you can shoot. But what's interesting about Darkwing Duck is he's got a couple of exclusive moves. For one, he could duck. Mega Man could never duck, but hey, Darkwing can. And also, if you hold the up button, he's got a cape. You can't move while doing the cape unless you jump. Oh, you can also cling to things by holding up. That's pretty neat. You can actually reflect things using this. So, like, that guy's bullets, it'll actually reflect off of my cape if he takes a shot at me. I guess he won't. But the main gameplay mechanic in this one is it's all about the cling. Also, something a little different from Mega Man is the fact that Darkwing can only take 4 hits. So, if he takes more than 4, he is done. You know, when it comes to the clinging mechanic, that was something that you didn't see a whole lot of during the NES era. You see a lot of platforms, but you wouldn't see anything where it's like, oh, I'm kind of like a ninja, sort of. Yeah, because it was very ninja-esque. Now, this game does have a couple of hidden secrets. It has special zones you can get to, but you have to find them by shooting them in the stage. I will try to find a few. I do not remember where all of them are. Even though I played this game last year when the Disney Afternoon Collection came out. Yeah, I I don't always remember where everything is. But I do remember you gotta trick the bat by going back. Now, I think there's a secret area down here, if I'm recalling correctly. I guess I'm not. It might be a different spot in here. Okay, so these turtle guys, you gotta shoot them quick. You gotta take the crane. I always thought it was weird that the music kind of cut out, because there's only so many audio channels. Oh. So there's only so many audio channels for the NES to use, and for some reason this crank uses one of them. I don't fully know why, but it does. Also, you don't have to hold up to grab things. You can just jump on it, and Darkwing will automatically grab. It's so convenient. Something's a secret area somewhere around here. It might be in the upper left there. Ah, these guys. Now watch this. That's right. And those guys can block your shots. Because they're joints. You see, if you stand too far away, you're not going to get in a whole lot of shots. So you gotta get in real close. That was ammo. If I hit the select button, I can switch ammo. Right now it's on heavy gas, which, as you can see, doesn't do much for range, but the second it hits the ground, 2 huge pieces pop out. And that can be handy. I don't really think there's too many bosses that you can use it against. But it can be good for clearing out some enemies. It's alright. My favorite thing is the arrow gun. Because the arrow gun allows you to make a platform, which can allow you to access secrets. It's so handy. Very handy. There's, life comes in little one hit point vials and full hit point boxes. This is Quackerjack, who wasn't really kind of like the Joker, and Joker-esque in that he makes funny jokes-ish. Oh no, I'm doing horribly. So he's got his buddy, Mr. Banana Head, up there, who is lobbing bananas and doing his damnedest to wreck my day, and oh no! You know what, I might try using the heavy gas here, because I think it works well against Quackerjack. I think. So Quackerjack is... That is in fact an well, in the show it wasn't anthropomorphic, he was just a banana toy. But for some reason he has sentience here. I don't know. I mean, I imagine it's probably a robot. Oh, there we go. The heavy gas actually proved to be useful. So yeah, anthropomorphic banana. In one episode, the banana housed a demon, and it was like demons talking to Quackerjack instead of just being like weird. So, you know. So this episode, this level has Wolf Duck and his henchmen. Wolf Duck wasn't created entirely for the game, because Wolf Duck was never in the show. And there, oh, hello, random dude that just pops out of the ground that I totally forgot about. So bananas will hurt you. Don't want to step on bananas, but you know, they're there for the walls. Yep. And for some reason they got these tires, and there it is, my precious arrow gas. I love the arrow gas. It's so bad. Oh, this guy takes a lot of hits. Okay, cool. So, the arrow gas, does a little more damage than the standard shot, but what's cool about the arrow gas, like the real... Oh, dang it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Come on, get up. Oh, this is bad. I'm just gonna slip on this on purpose, just to clear it out of the way. Okay! And, last second turnaround. Cool. Fine. Yeah, whatever. So the arrow gas allows you to build, yeah, first of all, very powerful. Second of all, and now I'm out of gas. Dang it. Okay. Oh my god. I am doing so good. So good. Good job, D-Dub. Oh! I need help badly. Like, I really should be more cautious here. Oh, thank God. Step on the banana, get it out of the way. Somewhere around here. Oh, health pack. Yes, please and thank you. So yeah, somewhere around here there's another hidden area. I should probably just look at the walkthrough or something. Oh, I do not want that. The lightning gas allows you to shoot diagonally, but in terms of power, it's fairly weak. It's always been garbage. Don't need it, don't want it. Hard pass, thank you. Alright, I've got 2 gas icons. I think I need the arrow gas to reach the secret that I know is right up there. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to get to it. So I need to get to that sign. The only way to get to the sign is to use the arrow gas. Come on, dude, drop me some ammo. You never drop anything good. Ah, dang it. Ah, that's irritating, because I know that that's a spot that has a secret item. So, I guess I'm just going to take a balloon. Do not want the heavy gas. Full stack does not require heavy gas to defeat. And another spot where I need ammo, so I can get, oh, there we go. So check it out. Boom. Boom. Extra lives. Courtesy of the game. These guys are interesting because they kind of duck. You gotta shoot them right in the head. You gotta take the headshot. So, the guys that you see in yellow with the similar hats, they are Agents of Foul. The Fingus Organization for World Larceny. And they are the evil opponents to Shush, which is an organization whose name I have no idea what that acronym ever meant. I never knew it as a kid. I'm a grown man. I still don't know it. And Darkwing, despite the fact that he's a hero, like, you know, kind of like Batman, he also is sometimes a secret agent for Shush. For reasons that aren't fully explained. Like, do they pay him? Does he work there part-time? Like, is he on retainer? Don't know. Never fully explained, but it is what it is. Okay. So Wolf Duck, when the moon is hidden, or when the moon comes out, he comes out and he throws boxes. When the moon is hidden, you can shoot him because he's just gonna run around like a weirdo. You can shoot the boxes to get them out of the way, which is nice. Oh god. I got 1 hit left. Normally it's just an issue of spamming things until he can... Oh god. No! So yeah, it's a fairly simple pattern. Fairly easy to beat. Not a big deal. Job well done. I think next is the sewer, I believe? Where you fight the liquidator, who... So a lot of Darkwing's villains, like, had these bizarre origins, and the liquidator was a salesman on TV, like the classic, come, buy one, get one free, that sort of thing. Except he fell into a vat of chemicals in a sewer or something like that, and went evil, thus becoming the liquidator. And so his whole deal is that he is a dog that can turn into water, kind of like Hydra Man. Not like Wacky Wave can play Blind Flailing Tube Man, because that guy is a delight. But just like a dog that is a salesman. Yeah, so kind of the space they think his entire son of Batman, more like Batman and Dick Tracy, with a little bit of James Bond thrown in for whatever reason. Do not want the heavy gas. Now, this is interesting because this whole area coming up is optional. You can't even get to it unless you have the arrow gas, so I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna use the arrow gas, and I'm gonna come through and get all this extra stuff. because there's a bunch of lives here. And I need the lives. So you just drop down, which is kind of creepy, because you're like, oh, those spikes are going to kill me. You come up, and you're going to need to drop down immediately. And hop up, and that's the extra lives. And now, at 8 lives, which is great. Because I'm going to need... oh no, I'm wasting gas! No! Shoot! Oh man. See, I don't want to waste too much gas, because I think it's like two shots per arrow gas? Okay, these guys, these crows, they're annoying. You can't see them unless the lights are on. You can't turn on the lights unless you do that. You just kind of, like, go forward and blindly shoot and hope for the best. And that is truly cruelty. Because I wanted that, and I needed that gas. Uh-oh. Let me take a little life. A precious little life. And again, we do not want that lightning gas, because it is the worst. The only thing that seems like this game is that Mega Man can fire through walls, because of course he can. But in this game, Darkwing's bullets stop at walls, which makes moments like this super inconvenient. Also, that guy up there, probably the only reason to ever get the lightning gas. Also, what is a hitbox? Woo! Thank goodness. Now, that little dude right there, that life is a trap, sort of. Like, you can go for it, it's just not very easy to get. The trick is, now you gotta try to hang off of something. And we got it. Okay. That went well. That went very well. Why is there a tan kangaroo in the sewer? That is an excellent question. They didn't even bother attacking you if you don't attack them, so they just kind of stare at you, menacingly. The only reason I can think about there being a tan kangaroo in the sewer throwing bombs is, reasons? There is no good reason. I know somewhere around here there's another bonus game, but again, you have to find them by shooting randomly at areas, and that can take forever. Woo! That was close. So here's the liquidator. And you just gotta wait for him to not be a bubble. And then he summons fish water, I guess? You can kill them, which is kind of weird, but... We'll use some arrow gas on this guy. Because arrow gas cuts through people real quick like. Boom. Again, arrow gas I think does twice as much damage, and it has a bigger hitbox than the heavy gas. There's really no purpose to ever use anything other than arrows. Because it's so good. Alright. They are basketball-playing kangaroos that lob bombs, because they're jerks. We're gonna go out into the woods to check on Bushroot. And Bushroot was one of those tragic villains where he was a scientist. Basically, think of Swamp Thing if Swamp Thing were evil. He was a scientist who, they just wouldn't take his work seriously. And he got bullied a lot by his fellow scientists, which, that's just sad. Oh god, these homing... Oh no. Oh, this is bad. This is already bad. I'm gonna need some life real quick. So in this area, you can only get by clinging. Like, if you don't... well, there you go. So if you do not cling to things, there's no other way to get across. You can't, like, make an arrow and jump forward. Also, these guys just, you really have to just press on as much as you can. and try to avoid the flowers because they are tenacious. They hit hard. Thank God that guy dropped some health. This guy jump up? Oh God, he jumps up. Look at these menacing hawks. So apparently those were originally going to be owls, and the sprites for them are still in the prototype version of the game. I don't know why they're not owls. I don't think that they look any less menacing. Owls, basically birds are creepy. That's the lesson here. Birds are creepy. Oh no, please tell me I hit a checkpoint. Alright, how much air gas do I have? Not enough. Oh boy. I don't want to be stuck on Bushroot stage all day here. And I think it just respawned. Why? Please drop health. Yes! The health kit! And more health. The game is suddenly being very kind. I'm concerned. Okay, where was all this health when I needed it, like, a second ago? And gas? And they're giving me gas? Arrow gas. Alright, I think I can get through this part without having to use up much arrow gas. Good! Oh, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this! Oh, thank God. I think that there's some hidden secrets around here. But this part is tricky, and we only have so many arrows to work with. Okay. I'm gonna be a little quiet on this part because I know this is gonna be tricky. Definitely want to take the upper route. You can actually fall through! Dang it. Didn't want to fall through, but oh well. Because up there is where the, where the go icon is, where you can get the bonus stage. Oh, hello. The game is kind enough to give you a 1-up. Because they know you're gonna die. Oh, 7 lives. Whew. I mean, I could use the rewind. I could use the rewind feature that this game has, and just redo my jump. I won't be abusing that a whole lot, because it's a cool feature for the game. It allows you to get through things. I think it's kind of cheap, so I'm not a huge fan. Also, knights that require 2 hits. And they're driven by mice. Again, I'm pretty sure that even the arrows require 2 hits on these guys to knock their helmets off. Also, why are there helmeted dudes here in the woods? I don't know. That's a question for Capcom's game designers. Okay. Yep. And it never happened. Okay, so this area is kind of like the Quackerjack fight, except Bushroot is jumping up and down on these things. And you gotta hit him. Yeah. So he jumps around a bit, Yep. Nope, drop down, drop down. There we go. Again, I love the arrow gas in this game. It is so ridiculously powerful. You can kill a boss with a few hits, and it's great. The only time that this is not going to work out well is when you're fighting against Moriarty, who I'm going to save for last, because as far as boss fights go, very annoying. We're going to go check out Megavolt, who was probably the most commonly occurring villain on the show, which I like. I like Megavolt. He was kind of like this nebbishy guy who was like, I'm gonna get that Darkwing Duck and I'm gonna shock him! Electricity-themed villain. He was a mouse dude that had a battery on his back. And that was pretty much it. Now, even though this is called the Megavolt stage, I don't understand the theming to this stage. Because I would think, oh, we're gonna go to a power plant or something. No, we're gonna go to a haunted house that has genies. Because that makes sense. And then, of course, there's these raccoon, or, like, flying squirrels that kick people to death. They're jerks. And they will chase you around until the end of time. Yeah. Okay, see that down there? Trap. Never go for it. And now there's dudes with, like, turbines and flying carpets. And, again, I don't understand what the theming of this level is supposed to be. Because it's clearly not, like, construction themed. It's not, like, a power area. It is straight up whatever. It makes you wonder if they had something else planned, and then they were just like, well, we don't know what to do. Also, when in doubt, take the upper route. The upper route will guide you. Ugh. Ugh. Also, it's weird, those guys move faster than their bullets. Oh, how wildly convenient that all this stuff is here. 44 gas rounds. Feels pretty good. Megavolt just kind of jumps around between things, and he will occasionally fire a bullet. He's got this one charge that's constantly going on the ground. So the ground is not safe. I might die here. Nope, never mind, we're good. Alright, so before we go to the Moriarty stage, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna handle it really quickly, so just one moment. Alright, I am back. Remember folks, it's important to hydrate. When you're out and about, I think one of the best places to go to hydrate is Greenbrier Cafe and Coffee House. Amazing place, they have amazing food and services. Highly recommend you go there and check it out. They've got iced beverages, they got hot beverages. It is excellent. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to stop by there later today, just to get a little bit of a caffeinated boost. But, we are moving on. Moliarty is developing a monstrous new machine in the tower. Do you want to go there? Yeah. And yeah, the music does have sort of a harpsichord-like quality, because the NES can only do so much music, can only do so many sounds. That's a basketball kangaroo. Or yeah, that's the basketball kangaroo. Oh, he dropped the one up. How wildly convenient. Now, weirdly enough, normally huge bullets you can't deflect, but it's a basketball, you know? Darkwing Duck will be like, it's a basketball. Someone throws that, not so bad. Now, these are annoying. They're mechanical dogs who run around back and forth, sliding around. Again, so Moliarty, again, sort of a parody of Moriarty. He's supposed to be this big thinker and inventor. But he's kind of a goofball. Like, I don't remember him from a whole lot of episodes. So the fact that he was in the game was always confusing to me. Because, like, oh, why though? Why would you choose him? Alright. Now, much like the Rescue Rangers game, once something is off-screen, it is death. So, kinda don't want to do that. Want to be careful while traversing these areas. And I already know I want to go to the left, just in case. And I want to go right. Get some of that delicious gas. Because again, the more gas you have to work against the enemies, Aero Gas to C41, yeah, it costs a lot to use. So picking up as much gas as possible, particularly for when you get to the final fights, it's going to be important. Now, Darkwing's main weapon is the gas gun, which he had in the show. And one of his many catchphrases was, "Suck gas, evildoers." Which, I don't know how they got away with that, because it's so close to something else that is not appropriate for kids. But they did. Oop, I probably should have killed that guy. My mistake. Yeah, I guess we're not going to see any bonus areas this game, because I, for some reason, can't remember where any of them are. Or I haven't had the ammo to get to them. So, unfortunate, but, is what it is. Also, this guy, utterly useless. I feel bad for this guy, this agent of foul. So what's he gonna do? He can't shoot through the wall. The only way he can hurt me is if I jump in there. I'm not dumb enough to do that. Again, sometimes this game makes it hard to tell what's a background item and what's something you can hang off of. I remember the first time I played this on Christmas of 1992, it was 100% trial and error. I was like, I hope I get to the right spot. Also, we can just skip this guy. Like, this poor sneezing guy. This guy we will not skip. We're just gonna beat him up. That shell will hurt, so it's important to get rid of him and jump afterwards, because he still attacks. He protects himself, he attacks. His main thing is that he's a jerk. He throw the shell off his back. It's a cool enemy, but it's like, oh, we're already reusing enemies pretty heavily. Now, see, this area you can't get to without the air gas, but because I have it, I make myself a platform, and we're good to go. Also, aero gas is not permanent by any stretch of the means, so you kind of have to be quick about the decisions that you're making. You can make towers with the aero gas if you need to. It's fun. It's fun. Now, this part is tricky, because, again, anything below now, that's a death claim. And I don't want to die this far into the level. I think there's something over here. It's just health. Oh, I made it. We're good. Because we're at the boss. Now, Moriarty is annoying because he's got these machines here, and they spit fire. But to hit him, he's going to repair the machines. And what you really want to do is break the machines so that he comes up to fix them. You can just kind of dodge the fire and as necessary, but he also throws wrenches. So you kind of got to be careful about placement of things. Generally speaking, I like to try to break the one to the right. Also, if you switch gas mid-fight, your arrow will just drop to the ground. I hate the Moriarty fight. It's annoying because he gets this, like, he just runs around and throws homing wrenches the whole time, unless he's like repairing something. Not a fan of that level, not a fan of that fight. But now, we're getting into the final area. We finally located the hideout of Steelbeak. He's on Fowl's floating fortress. And then the biggest catchphrase for Darkwing Duck, let's get dangerous. Alright, yeah, let's get dangerous. Pressing A to get dangerous. Alright. So I am Darkwing Duck. We are now on the flying fortress, which doesn't look like a flying fortress to me. Looks like a regular boat. This is just a boat. Now, since the gas icons give you an extra 10 ammo, I am absolutely going for them. Because the final fight against Steelbeak is the hardest fight in the game. Which is appropriate, he's the final boss. But you have to do some really annoying stuff. It's a multi-phase boss fight, which I've never been a fan of when it comes to these games. But, oh, that was a very generous, one-up drop. Okay, now here's the trick. We gotta get past that without grabbing the heavy gas, because the heavy gas will not help us out at all. Okay, cool. Again, the heavy gas is, again, not the best gas in the game. Not very helpful when it comes to fighting off the bosses and what have you. So I think they got these cannoneer guys. They're just sort of, like, earlier when they were outside, I was like, okay, that makes sense. But then they're also inside? And it's like, but why does that, why? Why would you want that? Alright, we're dropping down. Oh, spikes. Again, you automatically cling to things when you drop down, so you don't have to worry too much. Again, knights. What's with these knights? These guys kind of operate like the enemies in Mega Man that have shield faces. You can only hit them in the back, or you can just off-screen them, because that's a lot easier. Eventually, we're going to start encountering things that may sort of look like Terminators, sort of. Maybe slightly reminiscent of the Terminator. God. Yep, okay, so that's why you need that there, so you don't land on the spikes. Hey, I'm not gonna rely on the rewind button too much. Okay, now these guys. So they fire bullets, they take a lot of damage, and then they burn into the Terminator. Also, these guys are tough guys, just throw barrels. And to get past this guy, I actually need to fight him, and I want to. Oh, right! That's fire! And for some reason, you can't block fire. So, you know what, I'm just gonna fight this guy normally. I'm gonna jump right over him. Because I do not care. This guy I gotta fight because he's blocking my way. I need him to get out of here. And that's the thing. If you hit him enough, he has 3 different bits of his damage. There's firing mode, walking mode, and then there's I have no legs, but somehow can jump higher mode. It's best to just let these guys get in the walking mode and then kill themselves. Even if you think you really need the item that they might drop, not worth it. Also, I can't remember if this guy actually just falls into the pit, or... oh, he makes it. Also, sometimes the barrel drops items, so that's nice. And again, you figure there's a pit there. Oh, there's a little grabby spot. Now this is the part where we absolutely need to kill this guy, because we need to get past him. And now he's trapped forever. Oh, these guys are getting real generous with the health drops. I wonder if we're entering the final area. We are. We are entering the final area. Okay, that was annoying. Alright, so... in this area, not only do you have to avoid these guys like the plague, and they keep respawning, you have to try to break the glass. I'm okay with dying there because, we get some lives to spare. So you want to kind of, like, lure them into a pattern, and they home in on you. Like, there is no choice but to deal with them. And this is going to be pretty much the level. Oh my god, this is going pretty bad. Yeah, this is annoying. You know what? Yeah. Ooh. Ugh. And your invincibility is so limited. I am definitely gonna rewind this just to give myself another shot at killing these guys. I did not want to use my arrow gas. Oh, this is great. This is great. It's like you gotta hit those things. Like, this is where you needed to be. This is the spot. And thankfully he drops a health item. Because you need it. He really is a jerk. And then he throws a piece of steel and runs at you. And that's it. That's the game. The trick is getting to that spot to the left so you can just fire at the dudes. And then Steelbeak is just like, you foiled my plans this time, Darkwing, but the next time we meet, I shall be victorious! And that is the leader of Shush right there. He's like, well done, Darkwing. Once again, you freed the city from Foul's grip of terror. You have earned the gratitude of the entire city forever. And out rides Darkwing Duck, lonely in what I assume is the night. I guess. Yes, our hero has done it all. He's got his cool motorcycle. He's defeated all the enemies. He's been successful. And he crashes on a rock in the road and presumably will die. And that's Darkwing Duck. So, that's fun. When there's trouble, you call DW. Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. I love the game. I love the show. I cannot express enough how much joy this brings me. But it has come to an end, so now we are going to move on to our next game in the rotation. And what will it be? Well, we're just going to have to stick around to find out.